Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk about something that's been on my mind lately, and that's been rest. The need for rest, the calling for rest. It's been a really busy start to the year for me. It's been a really busy few months. My New Year's typically starts in September, so it's just been busy. It's been so busy for me lately. And today I decided to take a break. I needed a break. I needed to rest. And I know that it sounds counterintuitive to rest, but still have all these things that you want to manifest and have in your life. But honestly, rest is a huge part of manifestation. You have to know when to take a chill, right? Rest is, there's a beautiful neutrality that happens when you rest. You have the ability to kind of calm your nervous system down. And I'm huge on my nervous system because I know from past experiences how strongly affected my nervous system has been. And it has really, determined, how I think, the actions that I take and stuff like that. So I'm huge on making sure my nervous system is healthy and it's supportive of what it is I desire to experience. But it's just been so crazy for me lately. Let's see, I have a full-time job. I have an established business as a cosmetologist. I do eyelash extensions and I teach other people to do eyelash extensions. I've been doing this for about a decade now. And then my full-time job, I'm a contractor. And so that takes up a lot of my time. And then I'm also building up another business. I'm building up Empress Expression. So I'm super grateful for you all being here. But just with everything going on, it's a lot sometimes. And I have these really masculine ways about myself where I feel like action is always needed. And so the older I get, the more I realize that rest is where it's at too. When I rest, I have the ability to kind of observe, survey all of what I've done and what needs to be done next, right? And so I'm appreciative of that. I'm appreciative of the awareness that I have of when I know I need to rest. Like, when I say it's crazy sometimes how busy I can be, and I don't even recognize how busy I am. But 3 weeks out of every month, I work 6 days a week, And my business that I have established as a master eyelash technician, I travel round trip 4.5 hours to go take care of those clients every other weekend. And then my full-time job, I work that full time. And once a month, I work on a Saturday. So I literally have one weekend where I don't have, any kind of work to do, which technically I still have work to do because there's always something to fucking do. But anyways, today I'm taking off. I need a break. I plan on going to the river and just kind of sitting there and meditating and just being. I did get a workout in this morning that always helps me feel good, and it gets my energy moving, and it helps me kind of feel, focused and a little more energetic for the day, and came home and I did some yoga and things like that. Today I'm working with the medicine. And so I'm just in a really deep space of rest today. Rest. I'm starting to notice that in my life, especially my work life, there are things I need to change, right? As a 35-year-old woman who, in so many ways, I've started over because I've got divorced 2 years ago. And I'm building something, but on my own, in a sense, right? Like I still have people that, are supportive of me and check in on me and make sure I'm good. And if I need something, I can reach out to them. I still have all that, but I'm creating something now on my own. And so it's kind of like I'm in the void, right? I'm in pure creation process right now. I am creating financial security. I'm creating abundance and more opportunities for rest. My ultimate desire is to only work on things that I'm passionate. I, don't want to be caught up in the matrix of survival, right? You go into this job day after day after day, dreading Mondays just to pay your bills and just to, make sure you have somewhere to live and, food to eat. So, having all of those things as, a part of my goals, amongst other things, especially when it comes to like my spirituality, I guess I'll just say that sometimes it's hard for me to take a break because there's almost this illusion that if you're not doing something, you're not, like, nothing's happening. So I just wanted to come in and say that, like, I just needed a break today. You know what I'm saying? Have y'all ever felt like that before, where you just know you need a break because, you are like maybe on the edge of burnout. Maybe you're on the edge of tapping out. You just realize that you need a break. And I know that, there are lots of people that feel like they can't really take a break. But even for those that feel like their ability to take a break is limited. That's my daughter calling me. I'll have to call her back. But even for those that feel like they don't really have the ability to take a break, maybe you're hourly pay, or, you have a lot of people relying on you and you feel like you have to constantly show up, or whatever that is for you, I just encourage you to just take a little bit of time for yourself. Figure out where that can be fit in, right? Because not only, rest is a part of self-mastery. You have to know and be able to check in with self and know, like, okay, it's time for me to take a break. It's time for me to rest. And then having the ability to navigate and, create that space for yourself, I'll share this when it comes to like creating space for yourself. So some of you that have been here for a while on the channel, you've heard this before, but for those that are new, I will share that I do a very alternative style of mothering right now in my life. Almost 2 years ago, I decided that my kids could go live with their father. And, that was really difficult for me because I've always been a hands-on mother. Like, I homeschooled for several years. I nursed my kids. I did cloth diapering. I was the coach for the homeschool co-op. Like, very, very involved amongst everything else that I was doing, as a business owner and as a wife at that time. So I decided that my kids could go and live with their fathers about almost 2 years ago. And I did that because I knew that it was time for me to focus on me, right? So this is like a larger scope of rest that I'm speaking on now, but also the creation process of how to create space for yourself, right? Now, I'm not saying that the way that I mother is going to be the way that everybody should navigate mothering. You've got to figure out what works for you. And even the way that I mother now, this may not always be the way that it is, but this is how it is right now because I needed to create more space for myself. I needed to create more space to heal. Like, one of the things that I recognized was I didn't take time out. Like, I was so busy with my children and being a wife and showing up here and showing up there, I didn't have any time or energy, for that matter, to like even address some of the wounds that I had. It was more of like I suppressed and kept going. And at the time, I may have even convinced myself that I was addressing them, but I wasn't. And I know that now because I have created the space where I work, I work a lot, but I also have this time to myself where I'm not, trying to keep up with kids and get them to practices and, make sure they're involved in this and involved in that and, all of those things. Like, still very much in communication with my children, but the day in, day out of mothering the way that I was, I'm not doing that now. And so it has allotted a lot more energy for me to pour into myself, to observe myself internally, go deeper into who I am. And I'm realizing a lot of the things that I thought that I had already addressed and handled and all that, like, no, there were more roots to it, right? There was more there. More tears I needed to be shed, more realizations I needed to be had. And so I just share that because 11:22 on the clock. I just share that because, creating what you need for yourself is a part of self-mastery. Knowing what you need for yourself is a part of self-mastery. And self-mastery is it's a journey, right? It's not something that you just happen upon one day and you have it all figured out. It is the ups and downs of life. It's the roller coaster of life that teaches you more about yourself. It's the connections, it's the relationships that reflect back to you where you are and where you still need to do some work, So I didn't want this video to be too long, but I wanted to just hop on and share with you all in a very, informal or informal way, me just taking time out for myself and how I'm an advocate for myself in that. And I'll be your advocate, but ultimately you need to be your own advocate for tapping into your ability and the responsibility, the divine responsibility to rest when it's time to rest, and trusting that what is supposed to be will be, regardless, no matter what. I don't care what's going on in front of you, right? Remembering that what you're witnessing right now in front of you has already happened. This is an old manifestation that we're currently, witnessing. So being in the present moment is beautiful, right? You get to see what you've created, but you do have the ability as a divine being to not only be present, but in that presence, you have the ability to manifest what's to come, what your future, what awaits in your future. It's my daughter again. She's 5 years old. She ain't got, she do what she want to do. Okay. She's like, I'm gonna call you woman until you answer the phone. But, yeah, so I just wanted you to tap into that, tap into understanding what self-mastery is for you, tap into your ability and in your knowing of being a divine being, and how the right now is old, the right now is still present, and the right now is the future. Okay, we have the ability to observe and be present in all of that. Okay, so I'll close out with this. Rest when your spirit, when your body tells you to rest. Love on yourself. If you can't take off a whole day, just maybe find some time on your lunch break to just center yourself, be with yourself. After work, maybe take yourself a hot bath or do something that feels good to you in each and every day, because we're not going anywhere fast. This is a marathon, We've heard all these things before, but it's real. Like, we're not going anywhere fast. This is a long-term thing, so just enjoy the journey. But as you enjoy the journey, don't beat yourself up thinking that you have to keep up all the time, and keeping up means that you're on a go, go, go type of energy or in a go, go, go mentality, because beautiful, beautiful things happen when you rest. Beautiful things happen. So I send you all peace. Thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. Like the video, of course, if you feel called to. And if you're new or you just found the channel, you found this video, go ahead and subscribe if your spirit, is calling you to do that. And if you want to know more about what I offer and maybe a little bit more about who I am, you can check out the description box below, and I'll have some different ways that you can connect with me. All right. I send you peace. Thanks for tuning into this video. If you're looking for support, check out the description box below. And until next time, I'm wishing you peace and alignment.